The session is about to start now.
A very good evening to all our distinguished speakers, esteemed administrative leaders, respected faculty members, and our enthusiastic participants joining us from renowned institutions from across nations. I'm Kashika, General Secretary of the Student Council, and joining me is the ever enthusiastic Decision Treasurer's Student Council. Together, we are delighted to be your event facilitator duo for this remarkable international gathering. We look forward to guiding you through an evening filled with energy, smooth flow, and enriching moments. Let's make today an experience that truly stands out. On behalf of Vinayaka Mission Kripanandavarian Medical College, it is my honor and privilege to welcome you all to the third day of our international webinar titled Resilient You Winning in Academics and Life.
We are deeply fortunate to have a distinguished panel of academicians and experts joining us today. We extend our heartfelt respect to our beloved Dean, Professor Dr. K. Elvendan Sir, for his steadfast support and guidance in organizing this enriching series. It is my pleasure to introduce our Deputy Dean Ma'am, Professor Dr. Deepthi Shastri Ma'am, whose leadership and academic excellence continue to inspire both students and faculty alike. We are also honored to have with us our moderator, Dr. D. Jayachandran Sir, who will be guiding today's sessions with his characteristic clarity and insight. The highlight of today's program is our esteemed guest speaker, Dr. KJ Samyukta Ma'am, specialist psychiatrist, Apollo Hospitals, Karama, Dubai, an accomplished expert known for her impactful work in the field of mental well-being, motivation, and personal resilience. She will be delivering a highly relevant and empowering talk on the topic Stronger Minds, Brighter Futures, Mastering Stress and Challenges.
It is a privilege to commence today's proceedings under the leadership of our beloved Dean Sir.
We are honored to have with us Dr. D. Jayachandran, a renowned periodontist and implantologist, and an eminent professor in the Department of Periodontology at Vinayaka Mission Sankaracharya Dental College. Sir, I humbly request you to take the floor and present the formal introduction of our honored speaker.
Thank you, doctors. It's an honor and privilege to chair this session. On behalf of Vinaya Mission Shankaracharya, Tiruvanaന്തപുരം Medical College and Hospital, Salem, a constituent institution of Vinaya Mission Research Foundation deemed to be university, I welcome all the young minds in and around Tamil Nadu for this first of its kind an international webinar series conducted by the Students' Council of VMKVMCH. Stronger minds, brighter future, and mastering stress and challenges, and need of a heart. So, on behalf of the organizing committee, I welcome Dr. KJ Samyukta, specialist psychiatrist, Apollo Hospital, Karama, Dubai. She completed her MBBS from Meenakshi Amman Medical College, MD Psychiatry from Sri Ramachandra Medical College, and she has more than 5 years of clinical expertise in various fields of psychiatry, including adult, child, adolescents, addiction and women's mental health, and geriatric psychiatry. Currently, she's working in Fakir University Hospital as a specialist psychiatrist. It's one of the prestigious hospitals in Dubai and also part of Apollo Clinic in Dubai. I welcome you, ma'am, from the organizing committee, and the stage is all yours to brighten our young minds. Welcome.
For the initiative. About myself, hi, I'm Dr. Samyukta. I'm working as a specialist psychiatrist in Dubai.
Dr. Samyukta, we are not able to hear you.
You can increase the volume, ma'am.
Is it clear now? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
You can hear me now, sir?
Yeah, you can hear.
Okay. Yeah. So, hello all. I'm Dr. Samyukta. I'm working as a specialist psychiatrist here in Dubai. So, my topic for today is stronger minds equals brighter future, mastering stress and challenges as a medical student. This is a very highly significant topic in the current scenario. So, the objectives for today will be you will be able to have a better understanding about stress and burnout. We will be able to recognize early warning signs by the end of this presentation, learn practical tools to build resilience and mental well-being.
Samyukta, volume, Dr. Samyukta, the volume is not too high. It's very less.
It's very less.
Can you please adjust?
Yes. Hello, is it okay now?
A little bit more.
This is the maximum, I think.
This is the max. Okay.
Yes, I'm so sorry.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll try to be a bit louder if that's okay.
Yeah, this is okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you.
And we'll be learning about coping skills and finally the summary. Yeah. So why do medical students undergo stress? So there's a lot of reasons that make students become vulnerable to stress. It is the competitive environment. MBBS and medicine field itself is a very competitive field. So as soon as you enter from day one, you are evaluated and compared against your peer group, which in turn leads to a lot of pressure and stress to the students. And you have to spend a lot of hours in lecture halls, in clinical postings, and preparing for your exams, which in turn can lead to sleep deprivation. Sleep deprivation for a long term can lead to a lot of mental health issues and physical issues, like you may have palpitations, you may develop migraines, headaches, stomach upsets, and so on. Also, a lot of exams that happens at regular intervals, like weekly tests, mid-year exams, these all lead to constant pressure to perform and can lead on to stress and vulnerabilities. And as an MBBS student, you are exposed and you have to witness patients going through a lot of pain, suffering, and sometimes, unfortunately, even death. That can take a very big hit on your mental health. And also, in our society, medicine is considered something very prestigious. So, there is constant pressure on you to perform well and not let your family and friends. Finally, there is relationship issues, conflicts with parents, your classmates, peers, and relationship breakups can add on to the stress. So, what exactly is stress? Stress is a natural physiological response to pressure. So, a small amount of stress is actually good. It helps you feel motivated, It helps you to perform better in case of exams, case discussions, to meet deadlines, and so on. So a small amount of stress is actually very good for you. But then when the stress becomes more and more intense and you're not able to handle it for a very long time and it becomes unmanageable, that's when it leads to burnout. So what exactly is a burnout? Burnout is a chronic state of emotional exhaustion. So when do you get it? So when you have to work long hours without a gap or a break, you tend to have repeated failures in life, and there is continuous lack of sleep, and also when there is lack of support in your working environment, in your college, and also if the nature of the environment is very toxic, then it can lead to burnouts. So what exactly are the symptoms of a burnout? So coming to emotional symptoms, you start feeling very empty and numb. You don't enjoy things like you previously used to enjoy. You don't experience joy at all. You try to isolate from people. And in severe cases, you also have feeling of helplessness, worthlessness, and hopelessness. And coming to cognitive symptoms, you start noticing that your attention span, concentration, focus on your studies all starts falling. You experience something which is like a brain fog. And behavioral symptoms, you start avoiding responsibilities, you start to procrastinate, you skip classes, and sometimes you start indulging in dangerous activities like substance abuse. And finally, physical symptoms, you start experiencing a lot of chronic fatigue. You start developing small symptoms like headaches, stomach upsets on a regular basis. And in sometimes, when it becomes severe, it can even lead to panic attacks. So, when this burnout is not addressed at the right time, and it keeps prolonging, it can lead to a lot of mental health conditions in the future, like anxiety disorders, depression, insomnia, substance misuse, performance anxiety, and so on. But the good thing about it is you have to come and seek help at the earliest so that it can be easily treated, and the recovery is very quick when treated at the earliest stages. Okay, now coming to building a stronger mindset, we have to adopt something called as a growth mindset. So, if we tend to make mistakes in life, and in medicine field, it's very common to make mistakes. We have to try to learn from our mistakes rather than getting upset and worried about making a mistake. And we have to set realistic expectations and goals. Small goals at a time, try to reach it, which in turn will improve your confidence level, and also you'll feel motivated to achieve more in life. You have to celebrate small wins, even if it's like getting good marks in a particular exam. Feel very happy and proud about it, and try to do something which makes you feel happy. And when there are failures in life, every person undergoes failure in life. The time, try to be as compassionate as possible towards yourself. Don't criticize too much and do not hurt yourself a lot. So, coming to mastering stress and some practical tools that we can use on a day to day basis so that we don't burn out eventually. So there's something called as Pomodoro method, where you study for 25 minutes and take a short break of 5 minutes. And you can repeat the cycle like few times a day. This way, you will not feel too overwhelmed, and also your brain will be very fresh and rejuvenated after every break, and you will be able to recall and retain information very quickly. Try to break big topics into small chunks so that you will not feel overwhelmed again, and you will have better clarity into the information that you're studying, and also retain it very well. Try to revise regularly so that the information which you study is restored in your brain, and you will be able to perform well in your exams because you'll be able to recall it better. And this is very important because we all tend to do this. Avoid multitasking. When you're studying, make sure you don't use your phone or you don't watch TV while doing it, because then your retention capacity will be uh, very bad and you will not be able to perform well in your exams. Try to try to use flashcards, keep questioning yourself regularly, and try to explain to your friends and your classmates about the subjects you've already learned, so that it will be like a revision for yourself. That is called as the teach back method. Keep diagrams so that you will remember things better, and try to solve a lot of previous exam papers before the exam, so that you're well prepared for your exams and you will not feel very overwhelmed and exhausted before the exams. Okay, coming to daily habits for a resilient brain. Try to get at least 7 to 8 hours of good quality sleep. It is very vital for your overall well-being. And try to avoid studying the whole night. You might feel like you're doing a lot of studying in the night, but then your productivity will not be that great. It will reduce your focus, your memory, and performance in your exams the next day. And nutrition, try to have a well balanced, high protein meal, and try to avoid caffeine at around, before 5 p.m. so that the quality of sleep is not disrupted, and also this will improve your memory to a great extent. Hydration also is found to improve your attention and concentration and your focus. And try to go for regular physical activity. Try to go for at least 30 minutes of brisk walking every day. It is found to improve your cognition to a great extent. And
Dr.
then,
Samyukta, sorry to
yes,
disturb.
yes,
Voice
yes.
is a little bit lowering as you go on.
Okay, got it, got it. And finally, digital hygiene is very important. Try to cut down on your screen usage. And also, when you're studying, ensure the phone is not with you and it's in a different place or in silent mode, so that your complete concentration is on your studies. Also, try to avoid phone and other tabs and other digital products just 1 hour before your bedtime, so that your sleep hygiene is also very okay. Coming to emotional regulation techniques, there's something called as box breathing, which you can practice on a day-to-day basis. It is nothing but for you have to inhale for 4 seconds, like deep inhalation, and then hold your breath for 4 seconds, and exhale for 4 seconds, and again hold for 4 seconds in such a way that you create a box. If you keep doing this on a regular basis, at least 10 times in the morning and 10 times in the evening, it will help you calm down during stressful situations. And you can practice it during times when you are overstressed or feel overwhelmed. The next one is called the grounding technique, which is 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 rule. So when you're feeling very like overwhelmed, you're too like stressed, and there's an exam upcoming, and you're not able to concentrate, and you're not you feel very nervous and all that. In this case, what you have to do is you have to think about 5 things that you can see. Try to recall 4 things that you can touch, 3 things that you can hear, 2 things that you can smell, and 1 thing that you can taste. If you do this, all your 5 sensory senses will be activated, and you will start feeling a lot of calmness, and you will be able to start focusing on your studies. Finally, journaling is very, very useful as well. Try to reflect on your thoughts, write down your thoughts, try to analyze what went wrong, and how you could have changed your methods and emotions during that scenario and try to work on it. So coming to managing clinical exposure stress. Let's say you just witnessed a death of a patient and you're not able to handle it and it is causing a lot of distress in you. Please go talk to your seniors or friends or even professors about it. They are always there to help you out. It's very normal to feel emotional after witnessing a death or a trauma case, or when you have to go and tell a family about a death. All that can cause a lot of impact on our mental health. So it's okay to go and seek help. Please don't bottle it deep within. Go and talk to someone who you trust so that you will feel a lot better when you went out. It has so much impact, if you go and talk to someone who you really trust and like open up about how you're feeling. Also, as I said, use reflective writing to process emotions. Like write down what you're feeling and see what you can do differently about it. Analyze what went wrong and all that. This will help you get better and better in the future. Social support is very important as well. Try to have at least 2 or 3 trustworthy friends who you can share your problems with. Can be anything. Even let's say you're not performing well in your studies, go talk about it. Have had a relationship issue, go talk about it. But do not keep bottling it all up, because eventually it can lead to a lot of issues like depression, anxiety, and so on. Try to join study groups. You will tend to interact with a lot of people. You will get to learn stuff, will improve your knowledge, and so on. Participate in clubs and engage in your hobbies. It can be anything. It can be like going to gym with your friends, like participating in like let's say a reading club, sports activities. It can be anything, but try to engage in your hobbies, and this is found to enhance the way you feel about yourself and will improve your mood and so on. And very important, stay connected to your family. It is very, very important, because whatever you don't have to feel judged, and whatever you want to share, like going through, you can share with them without any restrictions. And coming to failures. So you have to understand your failures, because it is very important. You have to remember that everyone in their life has undergone a failure at least once or twice or multiple times. It does not mean you're weak or you're incapable of doing things. It just means that maybe you didn't work hard enough or you didn't use the right method to achieve success. So every failure you've had in life, use it as a mean of learning new things. Like see what mistake you made and analyze and see what differently can be done or worked upon, so that you will be able to perform better. And always remember, failure is not a full stop in your life. It's a comma in your journey. It does not define what you are. And take failure as an opportunity to grow. You will be able to learn a lot of things from a small mistake or a failure, so that next time you can come out with flying colors. And please remember, it's just a feedback and it does not label you as a person. And coming to coping skills can be classified as both healthy and unhealthy. So remember, you have to always come up with healthy coping skills. Let's say you have failed in an exam. Instead of thinking, I am useless, I am not worth it, I have become a complete failure, you have to replace it with more positive thoughts. Okay, maybe the method I tried, didn't work out. Maybe I should try something different, or maybe I should work harder. So, something like that. And behavioral activation. Let's say you fail in something. You shouldn't isolate yourself and go lock yourself in a room and keep sleeping or just lying down. Instead, go for a brisk walk and think what you can do differently this next time so that you ace the exam. And problem solving. So let once again analyze what went wrong. See what you can do differently so that next time you will do well in your exam. It's not only exam, it can be about anything. And do not hesitate to seek help from others. It can be your own friends, it can be your professors who are always there to help you, it can be your family members, but do not hesitate to get help. And finally, coming to unhealthy coping, please do not follow any of it. It's not good in any manner. Self blame. Stop blaming yourself. Stop like criticizing yourself. It's okay. Everyone undergoes failure in life. So don't be too hard on yourself. You will only end up wasting your time and nothing productive will come out of it. Not isolate yourself. This is very, very important. In times of failure and disappointment and sadness, make sure you're surrounded by people you love and people who care about you, because that itself will improve your resilience and it will enhance your mood and you will be able to perform better the next time. Isolation will only lead to depression and deterioration of your life. Okay. And please do not start using any substances or caffeine. It will usually start with a start as a coping mechanism. Maybe I will take this and I will feel a bit better now. It will start that way. It will start with one cigarette, or it will start with a one drink. But eventually, it will keep increasing day by day, and you will become completely dependent on it, and it's gonna spoil your future eventually. And overstudying without rest is also not advisable, because you will end up getting burnt out and you will not be able to perform your exams in a great way. So, what you can do, as I told you, it's once again the same. Reflect what went wrong, what what you have learned, like the mistakes that you did, and learn from it. Try to modify, try to see which method will work, try to talk to people, try to get help, and maybe do things in a different way. Be like start work instead of working very, very hard, try to work smartly, okay? And give it a shot, and I'm sure you will all come up with flying colors. And set realistic goals. Okay, start with small goals and try to reach it every single day, and eventually will reach the peak. And even finally, build resilience. This is very, very important. Anyone will face any kind of failure in life. We can never predict it, but it is very important that you start building up resilience right from now. This is very, very important. So, what you can do, take care of yourself, spend some time for yourself, spend some time on your hobbies and things which you enjoy doing. Start like building a good social life, people who support you, will be there for you even during your toughest of times. Okay, try to find out all your negative thoughts and try to replace them with positive thoughts. And if required, you can even get professional help you out if you feel like you are not able to cope up on your own. So when you should seek professional help? So we spoke about a lot of things. This is very, very important. These are the early warning signs that you're going through something which will not improve with just coping skills, and you have to meet a professional, let's say a psychiatrist or a psychologist or a counselor, to help you out. Been having persistent low mood, you're tired all the time and exhausted. Okay, you don't feel like doing anything at all and you just want to lie down and sleep the whole time, and this lasts for more than weeks, then definitely it is a sign that you have to meet a psychiatrist. Been having a lot of panic attacks where you feel like you're having a lot of palpitations, tremors, intense fear of death. You will have like shortness of breath, and you will feel like you're going to die or you will lose control over things, then it is a sign. And this is very, very important. If you've been having a lot of thoughts of self-harm, or you've been having these active suicidal thoughts, it's very important you go to a psychiatrist. You know, if it is treated with the right medications and therapy at the right time, you will be able to lead a very, very normal life. Please, when you have any kind of these suicidal thoughts, go get help as soon as possible. And you've not been experiencing any kind of joy in doing things while you interact with your family, or like you go out with friends, always feel tired and no interest at all. And you feel like your cognition has completely dropped, your memory, your attention, your concentration. You're not able, though you keep studying for hours together, you're not able to perform like before. Then definitely that's a sign. And substance dependence. When you feel like you become very dependent on substances, can be smoking, cannabis, alcohol, please get help. And you've not been sleeping well, either you're not able to fall asleep or you keep waking up several times in the night and you feel like your quality of sleep is not good, get help. This is very important because the earlier you meet a doctor and get help, the better the recovery, and you will be able to go back to your complete normals within some time of treatment. So, coming to myths and facts, please understand it's very important. Myth: doctors shouldn't have mental health issues. Come on, we are doctors and we face a lot more issues than the other people. So, we need help too. And it is super okay to go get help when we need it. If I tell someone, they'll judge me. No way. Reaching out is considered a sign of strength. It's not at all a weakness. Everyone goes through a rough phase in life. So when you're going through something like that, do not hesitate to get help. Taking a break means I'm not strong. No, not at all. Taking breaks at regular intervals will only boost your performance in both your studies and your work. So coming to the summary, I feel will have a you would have gained some knowledge about what exactly stress is and how you can manage it, early signs of a burnout, and evidence-based strategies to perform to study well and perform better in your examination, and how to improve your resilience, and when to seek help, like red flags and warning signs that you face, and when to get help from a professional, because that's very important. Please remember, stronger minds equals better doctors, which means a brighter future. So, if you're suffering from anything at all, do not hesitate to get help. It can be just going and talking to your friends or your professors, or worst case, even a professional. Doesn't mean it is a sign of weakness. It's just a sign of strength. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
Thank you for your insightful, inspiring presentation and your knowledge on this managing stress and your practical guidance. Not only helped the health mind, it also helped the little older mind like mine, and especially the part which you talk about that managing the stress in the form of professional help. And I
Yes.
felt it's very difficult for the mentors to convince even the parents to go for the professional help. So
Yes.
how to go about in that convincing
Yeah.
them?
Previously, there was a lot of stigma, but I feel like the stigma has come down. They are starting to understand like about mental health issues. They are starting to get an awareness about it, and nowadays they don't hesitate to come and get help. But the most important thing is that the student or a person who's undergoing those issues have to open up and tell someone reliable, so that they will take them to a professional and get help at the earliest. That is very important. They should not keep like suffering from it silently. That's the
Okay.
most important thing. Yeah.
Because in BMRFTU, all the institutions, we have mentorship from the staffs, and also we have peer mentors, so that the
Yes.
seniors and juniors, they interact, and there will be academic knowledge sharing also.
That's
And
something.
the participants, if you have any questions to shoot here, like, and you can write the question answer session.
You can
Any
raise your
questions?
hands also. We can unmute yourself.
Yes. Ma'am, one question is from K. Anu. That's, ma'am, how to rapidly overcome stress and anxiety?
Okay, so if you're planning to do it all by yourself, there are some relaxation techniques that you can do. Okay, like as I had mentioned, like let's say you are undergoing stress now, there's something called as deep breathing, which is the box breathing that I spoke about. Maybe I can give you a PPT about it, like, and there's something called as Jacobson's progressive muscle relaxation techniques. It is a very simple procedure, but there are multiple YouTube videos on it, which you can start practicing on a day-to-day basis. Okay, so during the time of stress, if you do it, you will feel a lot calmer and relaxed.
And one more question is from a participant. My mom actually tells me to manage stress. Yes, this generation actually has reduced social stigma. It's more like her experience. There is one more question is how to overcome the study stress while in exam.
The performance anxiety.
Study stress while undergoing the examinations.
See, a small amount of stress, as I told you, it's called as eustress. It will only help you to perform better. You need that stress, otherwise you will become very like ignorant, and you will not have the boost to study and perform well. So a little amount of stress is good, but if you feel like it's going beyond the point where you are avoiding exams, you're not at all going to the exams, you start sweating and you have a lot of panic attacks while attending exams, then it's become to a level of a disorder, which means you have to get help from a professional. So it completely depends on the intensity and the severity. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Any other questions? As you said in one of your presentation, like, I mean, taking up a sport or a hobby, like say a dance or something like that, that is very much helpful in
Yes,
reducing this stress.
definitely it plays a very important role. Because see, when you go do something which you enjoy, your your dopamine is high,
Yeah.
and your endorphins are secreted, which will actually like enhance the way you feel about yourself. Your mood will improve, and you will tend to meet a lot of people there, so your
Yeah.
social circle will improve. So it's a big cycle. Actually, a lot of things will happen which will in turn make you feel good about yourself.
And some more questions here. Ma'am, what to do if not even one person to share feelings and emotions? Being lonely,
See,
they're talking
that's
about.
when, see, if you feel like you can't trust anyone, that's when you can go to a professional, let's say a psychiatrist, a psychologist, a counselor. It's a very safe environment where you can open up and tell whatever you feel like telling. You will not be judged. That's why it's called as a very safe environment. Not be judged, and it will be completely confidential, except for the psychiatrist or the doctor and yourself. No one else will even know about it, like you're having a session with someone, and we will be able to help you out.
And on the same topic, how to open up with classmates about my weakness?
uh, that's one good question. So see, you will have someone who you trust, right? At least one or two people who you will feel comfortable and confident about sharing your weaknesses. Talk about it. Maybe they will give you tips to overcome your weakness. They will help, maybe they will help you work on your weaknesses and improve your resilience to perform better. It can be any form of weaknesses. Just talk out. People will be there to help you out.
One more, ma'am, how to handle excessive negative thoughts, which checks our growth?
Sorry?
It's about handling negative thoughts.
Okay. Yeah. Once again, it completely depends on the intensity. So if it's like minimal negative thoughts, you can slowly like analyze, and you have to like see what is going on, write about it, and see what differently you could have done, and try to replace it with positive thoughts. But if it's become too persistent, intrusive, it's affecting your day-to-day life, which means then you need to get some help for that and talk to someone regarding that.
And one more is, good evening, ma'am and sir, is goal to reduce stress or to improve our relationship with it, like turning an enemy into a coach. It's a statement, more or less like a statement. And ma'am, so I would like to know, why do I get irritated and stressed more often than before? Because I'm not a person who gets tensed and irritated easily, but I can notice I get irritated easily more often in the recent times. Could you please tell me a good idea that I can adapt?
Okay, so if you feel like your personality is starting to change, you are not being your cheerful self, you feel constantly low and fatigued, and you get easily provoked, angry, and irritable for smaller things, then it's better to just get yourself assessed once and see if you are having any other associated symptoms, so that if you have any kind of mild depression or anything, it can be corrected with minimal therapies and lifestyle modifications and relaxation techniques. But if it's to a level of moderate to severe depression, then you might need medications and treatment. So even depression can come out in the form of anger, frustration, irritability, and personality changes, and so on.
And one more question is, what actually is OCD? How to identify and when to get help?
Okay, so OCD is obsessive compulsive disorder. So how we can define it is persistent, intrusive, and irrational thoughts. Okay, it is usually not rational. It's usually irrational. Let's say it can be like OCD obsessions of checking behavior. Though you would have checked several times, the door is locked or not, the switches are switched on or off, you will keep checking it multiple times. Then there's obsessions of contamination. You'll feel like whatever you touch, it will get your hands will get contaminated, and you'll contract a serious disease. And if it starts like affecting your day-to-day life, you take several hours to take bath, or you keep washing your hands multiple times, that you even don't go to the college, and it's affecting your daily routine, then you need help for sure.
And one more is, what is the best method of self-motivation and how to stop overthinking?
Okay, so as I told you, you can start building up your resilience. Take care of yourself. Spend time on taking care of yourself. It can be anything, like doing things which you enjoy doing, going for some routine physical activity like walks, gymming, anything like dancing, as Sir had told, and going out with friends on a regular basis. Okay, and talking to your parents and your best friends when things don't go that great. All this can help you like feel motivated. Okay, and also it will help you with the overthinking part also. Like they will offer their advices which you can use to like help you with that.
And as the time goes, everybody is opening up, ma'am, with a lot of questions.
Okay.
How to speak with people, since I don't even spoken one at a time with my classmates, as 1.5 years gone. So she's
Okay.
little introvert.
Okay. See, there is a difference between, there are two things. One, a person does not like to talk with people. So it looks like you want to make friends, but the anxiety is preventing you from making friends. So in that case, try to talk to one person at a time. You will know who you're comfortable with, and then you can slowly open up and become more and more closer. But in this case, you have to see if you have any kind of social anxiety, which is preventing you from making friends, because that is a very big issue as of now. A lot of people face social anxiety, which prevents them from communicating with friends, making friends, talking to people, even at work and college. So that is a very big thing, issue that's happening nowadays. Social anxiety and social phobia.
And this question from Yamuna, I joined with Yamuna in asking question because I have the same question. Ma'am, how to avoid overthinking before going to bed, which means while sleeping during night?
Okay, so I know when you're idle is when your mind is flooded with thoughts. So that is when you can have a very calming and relaxing routine. It can be like listening to some calm, relaxing music, or you can like go take a hot shower bath, or you can even go for a short walk and come back. Okay, and try to, like, sleep hygiene is very important. Try to avoid mobiles and tabs at least 1 hour before bedtime. Okay, because the more you keep scrolling, you'll come across things which will like trigger your mind to think a lot more. And also avoid coffee, tea, and other caffeinated drinks after 5 p.m. because that can like trouble your sleep, like you falling asleep, it can affect that. So all this can be done. It's important you have a relaxing sleep routine, like reading a book also is good, listening to music or something like that can prevent you from overthinking a lot during sleep, like while falling asleep.
And I had to take beta blocker tablets before my university exam because I couldn't control my anxiety. Any
Okay.
idea to help with that?
Yeah, actually it's a very well proven medication for performance anxiety. It is a good medication. um, it improves your productivity and your performance in exams actually improves, but don't make it a routine.
But this is a dosage related, ma'am. They said like 10 mg is enough for
Yeah, it
beta
depends on
blocker.
the weight also. Like we
Okay.
can go up to like 20 mg, and sometimes if they are on the higher end of the weight spectrum, then even 40 mg works, provided their blood pressure is well above the average.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
but
one
it
more
is well
question.
proven. It actually reduces the performance anxiety, and you'll be able to perform really well.
Ma'am, why do most people get stressed without any valid reason behind it? Because I don't know the reason for me getting stressed and irritable most often in recent time because I don't know the reason. But my anxiety level peaks up and getting stressed more often.
Okay, sometimes, unfortunately, even without a proper stressor, you can develop stress, anxiety, and depression. There can be a lot of factors contributing to it. It can be genetic, it might have run in your family, or it can be because of neurochemical changes in your brain. So, if you're going through a lot and if you feel like it's affecting you on a day-to-day basis, please go and talk to a psychiatrist in your college. They will be able to assist and give you a better solution for it before it
Do
becomes more severe.
yeah. And do vitamins and minerals influence your mental health? We need any supplements
Yeah,
or
you can take vitamin D supplement if it's on the lower, but do not just take it. You can do a routine test and see if there is any deficiency of vitamin D, vitamin B12, and see if your thyroid profile is maintained. If any deficiency is there, it's better to replace it, so that because these have a tendency to worsen anxiety and depression. Yeah.
and
And
how to
also
stop?
magnesium glycinate, it helps you calm and relax. So it can, magnesium glycinate supplement is found to enhance your sleep also.
And recently, I've seen a lot of social media
Recently,
messages
yes,
that magnesium.
yes, it works actually. Not when it's like mild form, it actually helps.
Okay. And I think the question is done. And any more questions? Okay. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you for your valuable time and insightful on this much awaited topic. I mean, it's a need of an hour. And thank you, ma'am. On behalf of the organizing committee and all the participants, I express our heartfelt gratitude for your time and contribution. Thank you
Thank you
to
so
all
much,
the
sir.
attendees. Yes, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yeah.
Thank you to all the attendees for your active participation. And we now officially conclude this session. Have a wonderful day. Thank you.
We extend our heartfelt thanks, Dr. Samyukta ma'am and Dr. Jayachandran sir, for offering such clear and meaningful question and answer session.
Thank you.
With immense respect, I now invite our esteemed Deputy Dean, Professor Dr. Deepti Shastri ma'am, whose leadership nurtures growth and whose presence inspires excellence, to share a few words.
Thank you, Kashika. Once again, I'm surprised. I just joined in. I'm out of station. But Dr. Samyukta, that was a fantastic discussion, and I'm very happy that the students responded to your presentation as well. Today's time, the students have a lot of stress, and they do have a lot of challenges. And the teachers of a different generation sometimes have difficulty in understanding the current Gen Z. So, you being almost the same age as them, you could understand their issues much better than the older generation, and you have given very useful tips on handling stress amongst the students. I'm sure the toolkit you have provided to the students will help them immensely. I would like to thank Dr. Jayachandran sir for chairing the session and being present uh, today. And
Thank you.
thank you to thank you, sir. Thank you to the Student Council for inviting me to say a few words. Thank you, Dr. Ramya, for organizing this first International Students Webinar series so well. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am, for your heartfelt and motivating words. Your address has infused this gathering with purpose, encouragement, and a sense of forward momentum. Sincere gratitude to Dr. KG Samyukta ma'am for delivering such a profound and impactful session today. Your remarkable insights have illuminated the core essence of our theme, and the clarity with which you address each aspect has left us truly enriched and inspired. We are deeply appreciative of the time, expertise, and the commitment you have shared with us, and we wholeheartedly acknowledge your valuable contribution to the success of this webinar. Now, I invite our respected Deputy Dean, Dr. Deepti Shastri ma'am, to honor our guest speaker, Dr. KG Samyukta ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Now, I invite our respected Dean, Dr. Deepti Shastri ma'am, to honor the moderator.
Thank you, Dr. D. Jayachandran sir, for honoring us with your
Thank you.
presence today and
It's my
moderating
privilege.
the session.
Privilege. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. As we bring this enriching day 3 to a close, it gives me great pleasure to invite Little Rose to kindly deliver the vote of thanks.
On this insightful webinar, I, Little Rose, feel honored and privileged to propose the word of thanks for today's enlightening international webinar. Share strong minds, brighter future, mastering stress and challenges. Firstly, my heartfelt gratitude goes to our esteemed speaker, Dr. KG Samyukta ma'am, specialist psychiatrist. Ma'am, your profound insights and practical strategies have truly illuminated path towards achieving a healthier and more resilient mind. This session was both inspiring and incredibly valuable. To extend our sincere appreciation to the moderator of the session, Dr. D. Jayachandran sir, Professor, Department of Periodontology. Sir, your expert moderation and guidance ensured the smooth flow and success of today's proceedings. We are grateful for your time and presence, sir. Our heartfelt gratitude to our dean, Professor Dr. Irul Medan sir, for your constant support. Our Deputy Dean, Professor Dr. Deepti Shastri ma'am, our Medical Superintendent, Professor Dr. S.R. Raghuvanshi sir, our Director Hospital Development Committee, Professor Dr. E.M.J. Karthikeyan sir. A big thank you to our facility faculty advisor, student council, Professor Dr. Ramya ma'am, our student manager, Dr. Shanta Ruben sir. I want to express my deepest thanks to all our participants from around the world. Your enthusiastic attendance and engagement is what made this event meaningful. Thank you all for joining us today. We hope you will leave this session with stronger tools and a brighter outlook for future.
Prior to close today's proceedings, I am pleased to introduce the next chapter of our international webinar series. On 7th December from 11 a.m. to 12 p.m., we will be hosting an enlightening session titled Stillness in the Storm, the Role of Mindfulness in Modern Healthcare. Our esteemed speaker for the day will be Dr. Muthu Anand, Clinical Director of Inpatient and Emergency Department, Mental Health Services at Princess Alexandra Hospital, Brisbane, Australia. We look forward to your enthusiastic participation as we continue our journey of learning and reflection. Thanks a lot for everyone who's joining.